Good morning, students. Let us start with the next chapter, that is biomolecules. Now, first we should know what are biomolecules. Bio means life or living. So, biomolecules means chemicals or molecules present in living organisms. And biochemistry is the branch of chemistry which deals with what goes on chemically within a living system. We have different types of biomolecules such as carbohydrates, proteins, nucleic acids, lipids, etc. Proteins and carbohydrates are essential constituents of our food. In addition to these biomolecules, there are some simple molecules like vitamins and mineral salts also, which are present in the living systems. First, we will talk about carbohydrates. These are the most abundant organic molecules in nature. You must have heard the names like cane sugar, glucose, starch, etc. The term carbohydrate is derived from the French term hydrate de carbone, means hydrates of carbon. So earlier carbohydrates were defined as the hydrates of carbon. You can see the formula CnH2O whole N. But later on it was found that all the compounds which fit into this formula may not be classified as carbohydrates. For example, just check the formula of ethanoic acid, CH3COOH. Just see the formula C2H2O whole twice, means it fits into the general formula, but it is not a carbohydrate. So, nowadays carbohydrates are defined as optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones or the compounds which produce such units on hydrolysis. Polyhydroxy means many OH groups are present along with the aldehyde group, or many hydroxyl groups are present along with the ketonic groups. Carbohydrates are also called saccharides. Saccharides means sugar. Classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates can be classified into various types. First is on the basis of taste. They may be classified as sugars or non-sugars. Sugars means these are sweet in taste. For example, sucrose. And non-sugars which are not sweet in taste like starch. Then classification on the basis of their behavior on hydrolysis. On this basis, carbohydrates can be broadly divided into three types. Monosaccharide. Monosaccharides cannot be hydrolyzed further into simpler units. Mono means one and saccharide sugar, one sugar, one unit. Examples are glucose, fructose, ribose, etc. There are about 20 monosaccharides in nature. Then we have oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are those which yield 2 to 10 monosaccharide units on hydrolysis. If they yield 2 units, they are called disaccharides. If they give 3 units, they are called trisaccharides. And similarly, we have tetrasaccharides, pentasaccharides, etc. depending upon the number of units they give us. Example of disaccharide is sucrose. It is a disaccharide because on hydrolysis that will yield 2 monosaccharide units. Next is polysaccharides. Polysaccharides yield large number of monosaccharide units on hydrolysis. For example, starch, cellulose, glycogen, etc. Polysaccharides are not sweet in taste. They are also called non-sugars. Next type of classification is on the basis of their reducing behavior. They may be named as reducing sugars or non-reducing sugars. Reducing sugars are those which reduce Fehling solution and Stollen's reagent. All monosaccharides come under this category. And non-reducing sugars do not reduce Fehling solutions and Stollen's reagent. Example of a non-reducing sugar is sucrose. Another type of classification on the basis of number of carbon atoms and the functional group present in them. They may be called ketose if ketonic group is present and aldose if aldehydic group is present. If a carbohydrate contains ketonic group and has 3 carbon atoms, it will be named as keto-triose. Ketonic group with 4 carbon atoms, it will be keto-tetrose. Keto group with 5 carbon atoms will be keto-pentose. Similarly, we have keto-hexose, keto-heptose, etc. In the similar way, carbohydrate having aldehydic group with 3 carbon atoms will be called aldotriose. Aldehydic group with 4 carbon atoms will be aldotetrose, 5 carbon atoms aldopentose. Similarly, we have aldohexose. Let us talk about simplest carbohydrate, that is glucose. Glucose occurs freely in nature as well as in combined form. It is present in sweet fruits and honey. Ripe grapes contain glucose in large amounts. It can be prepared by the hydrolysis of sucrose with dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4. You can see the reaction. Products are 1 molecule of glucose and 1 molecule of fructose. You can see the molecular formula of glucose and fructose are same. Difference is glucose is aldohexose whereas fructose is a ketohexose. Commercially, glucose is obtained by hydrolysis of starch by boiling it with dilute sulfuric acid at 393 Kelvin under pressure. In this case, we get all the molecules of glucose. Now let us assign the structure to glucose. The structure to glucose was assigned on the basis of following evidence. First of all, the molecular formula of glucose was calculated and it was found to be C6H12O6. Then further reactions were carried. On prolonged heating with HI, it was found that glucose forms N-hexane, N-normal hexane. What it shows? It shows all the 6 carbon atoms in glucose are linked in a straight chain. Next observation was that glucose reacts with hydroxylamine and HCN to form an oxime, and cyanohydrin respectively. Now, both these reactions are characteristic reactions of carbonyl group. It means glucose must contain a carbonyl group. Another observation, glucose gets oxidized to 6 carbon carboxylic acid known as gluconic acid on reaction with a mild oxidizing agents like bromine water. Since the oxidation with mild oxidizing agent is also possible, it means the carbonyl group present is an aldehydic group and not a ketonic group. Another, acylation of glucose with acetic anhydride gives glucose pentaacetate. Acylation. Acylation reaction confirms the presence of 5 OH groups attached to different carbon atoms. Then, on oxidation with nitric acid, glucose as well as gluconic acid both yield a dicarboxylic acid, saccharic acid. This shows that out of 5 OH groups, one is definitely a primary alcoholic group. Now, on the basis of above observations, this formula of glucose was established. These are the 6 carbon atoms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an aldehydic group. Then these are the 5 OH groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this OH group is a primary OH group. If this is the structure of glucose, this should be the gluconic acid. Means with mild oxidizing agent, this aldehydic group has oxidized to acidic group. Again, both of them, glucose as well as gluconic acid with concentrated nitric acid, have given saccharic acid. It is a dicarboxylic acid. You can see the second COH group over here. Means this alcoholic group has also oxidized to carboxylic group. So this is an exact spatial arrangement given by Fischer. Glucose is an aldohexose, aldehyde group, 6 carbon atoms. It is also called dextrose. Thank you. This is all for today.